the most effective way to increase your show rate is going to be to have a good breakout page. Now, there's a bunch of different methods and there's a bunch of SMS and email sequences to increase show rate. But what I would argue is that having a properly structured breakout page and its videos on there is going to sell the call, sell them joining the call. Your VSL is to sell them booking the call. Your breakout page is to sell them joining the call. And I like to break that up into a few different pillars, right? So the way I like to break out my videos and the way to structure them out is one, to have answer logical questions, okay? So in the moment of them booking, depending on how much information you are providing them with through your ads, funnel, and confirmation page, they will naturally have questions. If your ads are extremely top of funnel, right, and don't really go into the outcome or the process and nature of what you do and how you do it, naturally, the people who book a call and land on your landing page are going to have a lot of questions about who are you, what do you do, how do you do it, and what outcomes do you provide. That's going to be the logical questions that are going on in their brain. Whereas if you provide ads or you structure ads out where it's very bottom of funnel and it's very just, this is the outcome, your natural questions are going to be, why should I trust you to provide me with this outcome, right? And they're vice versa with middle of funnel. You can structure that and plug and play how you want, but the logic remains. Answer the logical question that they have in the moment, okay? And I would argue that every question should do that to an extent, and the next three pillars should be into those videos, should be implemented into those videos while you're answering them, and I'll explain how and why. Two, I would do anything to amplify the pain that has caused them to get to where they are. Okay, so your ad, let's say, calls out, if you're dealing with bad leads, it's probably because your messaging. If that's your offer, right, that your messaging sucks. In these breakout page videos, I would amplify that pain, and there's a few reasons why. One, it keeps them in that pain-focused state, pushing it to an outcome where you're the solution, right? There's a pain. I cut myself. I need to go to the doctor, right? So being in that state of mind of pain is going to amplify the need that they can look, the need for a solution. So amplify the pain, and to me, that's going to be helpful because it allows them to come to the call and they're already sold on, yes, I have this problem. Now you just have to convince them that you're the best possible solution. Now, for number 3, what I would do is sell the excitement of the call, right? You want to sell why them joining is beneficial. Reinforce the excitement of the future outcome, right? You're selling an outcome with ads and a funnel. So anything that reinforces that takes them out of the state of who are you, what is this, to what am I going to get from joining the call? What benefits do I get from joining this call? That's going to be great for them joining and them being excited to move forward. So now you have pain, you have excitement. Already these two things are great. The next, I would argue, is possibly one of the most important ones. I don't know my order yet, but this is something a mentor of mine gave me a while back. Status frame fuck. Okay? You need to own the fact that you are the best solution for them. If they do not believe that you are able to provide the outcome, you have killed your sale. Okay? Anybody can come up with an offer. Anybody can say 15 clients in a week guaranteed. You need to be able, for one, to set a status. I've made, 10 mil for clients, right? You can say whatever you need to say in order to set a status, right? In terms of frame, this is our process. You could sell the frame of the call, like you could set frame prior to the actual call. Like on the call, this is what's going to happen. We're going to do this, 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 and then this is going to be the outcome of the call itself. Just you being able to explain the nuances of what happens on the call, it provides the buyer insights on how many times you've done this, right? If this is your first time ever having a sales call, you're probably not going to know exactly what to say about how the sales call is going to go. So anything that can increase the perceptive frame of what you do and how beneficial you are is going to be good. And so this is where you show off your expertise. Like, you need to talk about why you're the best, why your clients love you, why your results are amazing. And in, the goal is that when you do status and frame properly, you fuck up. Okay? And I don't mean this in a bad way, but you really do need to come into this with like the entire understanding that all of this is mental. So yeah, this kind of breaks down what I like to do in terms of when I'm thinking of how to structure out a breakout page. Because when you do all of this properly, what happens is, one, off the bat, you can expect a 20 to 30% increase in show rate, like off the bat, just because you're providing them with content at the time where they need it most. Right? And what I mean by that is, so many people obsess, and I mean obsess with, email blasts and SMS, right? What kind of nurture and sequences am I going to do? I like to look at all of this is like reminders. All this is really reminders. No matter how you frame it, you can get more in depth with emails because you can provide content and nurturing pieces on emails that allow the prospect to see insights. But at the core, it really is just reminders. It's like, hey, I'm still here. Hey, we still have our call. Whereas with this framework of a breakout page, it is the exact moment where they book their call, right? So they're in a state where they're looking for information. They're in active state of, hey, what is this? How can this help me? So this is where the call gets sold. And I would argue that this is where the sale gets closed. Okay, when you do all of this properly, what happens is they join the call informed, right? Excited. And they know what you're selling, right? So they come informed, which to me is the biggest thing, because when they come informed, it means that they're not going to ask you questions like, what do you guys do? People who do show up, they're going to join. They're going to be like, look, I know what you guys do. I know how you do it. I know who you've done it for. What's the next steps? And this gets you close rates that just fly. And the amount of time that you need to perform the sale, let's say your average sales cycle is 2 call close, or let's say a 4 call close, I would say you could definitely cut it into a 2 call close. All these numbers I'm throwing out is woo woo wah wah. Obviously, it all depends on what you do, how you do it, what you sell. But I would argue that everything that's on the screen is going to be extremely beneficial to your close rates. So if you want more information on how to properly structure out your breakout page, or if you have any other issues within your marketing, your sales, your fulfillment, your talent sourcing and placement, building out systems, building out AI systems, whatever it might be, myself and my partner and my lovely team, we run a full stack advisory firm where it's done for you, done with you. We build out and we really try to understand what you need, what your business needs, and then we build and work with you until the goal is accomplished. Now, we do have a guarantee. We guarantee $50,000 in either save operational costs or new opportunities that you might not see because of XYZ reason. We've been able to help our clients generate over $28 million in the last 3 years alone. And we love what we do. We're great at what we do. And so if you are looking for any help, there's going to be a link in the bio. And only book a call if you're a serious business owner who actually knows what they're doing and really wants to scale things up in the next couple months. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos like this where I just break down specific things that have a really big impact, because show rates are huge. You could double, triple, quadruple your revenue just by fixing your show rates. So with that being said, Thank you for watching, and let me know if there's any other questions in the comments.